lovely people, and welcome back to this week's new video. As you can tell, I am doing a journal flip through of my 2019 bullet journal. This is my second year using a bullet journal, and I definitely changed up a little things. I'm excited. I have my third year. I'm doing it for 2020 as well. I'm still using the Leuchtturm1917 A5 dotted journal. I just keep some journaling in here that I should probably take out to use for my current one. These are like stickers that I bought from Jenny's Papercraft Co. She is also a bullet journaler here on YouTube by the name of Jenny Journals. These stickers are from Jenny. These are stickers from Japan. This is from, I think, Bulletin Co. And then this, a classmate actually had a roll of these feminist stickers and I just stuck one on there. All right, so obviously my information, any extra washi tape that I used, I put on there. This key is actually different from the Leuchtturm that I used in my very first year, but I like that it was more compact. I used it up until November. I usually try to fill it in. I don't refer back to it, but I do like to have it filled out. My quote to start off the year and my month at a glance, that's what it's called. My future logs, which I fill out but also don't really refer to, but I like to keep them in here. I took this from my Lilly Pulitzer planners, which I really liked, just to have some packing lists and places to include all of this information, which I clearly used. Some video YouTube ideas, a bucket list and a wish list. Books I read in 2019, which obviously I didn't have enough space for all the books that I read. If you follow this, you'll know I read 127 books, and I made my spread bigger, which I will show you guys also. And then my year in photos, which I obviously didn't get to use a lot of my Polaroids, which I'm actually doing a better job for my 2021, which I'm really glad about. My January theme was Japan, but I don't like how this turned out at all. This is not what I envisioned for it. I'm not very good at this type of design. My habit tracker, which I do really well with filling out. The only reason why this looks like this is because I was in Japan and I didn't have my usual equipment. I was still doing my second a day, which I stopped in the middle of the year. My sister likes to do tarot cards, so yeah, I was still kind of figuring out what I wanted to change up and stuff like that. This was my schedule for my last spring semester of school. I was deciding if I liked doing the collage type or if I like doing like the more set way. Like, let's see. So something like this. This was the first time I did like a proper Valentine's Day theme for February, and I followed a couple YouTube videos doing this, which I really liked how it turned out. I made a different calendar, like I made it smaller than I usually have. And I really liked all of the hearts and using all of the pink colors because pink is my favorite color. And this was a spread that I used from Amanda Rachel. This I really liked also. I didn't quite like how the lettering turned out, but I liked trying out some of the new weekly layouts. And because I am a fan of the podcast My Favorite Murder, my March theme was a My Favorite Murder one. I also really liked how this turned out. Cut these out from magazines and then printed out some photos. This I found from a YouTube video as well, which I really liked. Stay out of the forest is one of the quotes that they have. Tried a sleep tracker for the first time, which I stopped, I think. I don't really look at it because I keep track of it on my phone. In March is when I stopped doing the second a day. This is also a quote that they say a lot. Steven is their like audio engineer, audio producer. And I tried this from someone also from YouTube, and I tried making it look like case files, but I don't quite like how that looks. Did some journaling in this one as well, as I usually do, especially if I had like a fun day planned. These are from a kit from Planning with Kay, who is also here on YouTube and has an Etsy shop as well. And I'll have that all linked down below. This is, I tried a new habit tracker, which I still use. I really like this way. It's really tedious to write out, but I do like how organized it looks. I tried a line a day, which obviously I didn't do, and a mood tracker, but I realized I don't like doing mood trackers at all. See, this is some journaling. An entire weekend that we had off because the restaurant that I work at was closed for some renovations. I really liked using the stickers because they do all the decoration for me. Oh, this might have been spring break. I don't remember. But I went to my first NBA game with my boyfriend and our friend. And it was the playoffs game, Nets versus the 76ers. Oh yeah, it was spring break. And then May was a pretty rainbow theme. Don't like this one, but I did like how I did this and I used my Crayola super tips for that. Let's see. Tried to keep track of my finals, but it didn't really turn out great either. Really liked this. I loved being able to use all of the colors like this, so this was really fun. A lot of work, but I do like how it looks. Oh, like this is one of my favorite spreads because it's just so colorful. It took a lot of time, but I definitely had a lot of fun doing this. Then I graduated. My school colors are purple and gold. Just used my purple washi tape for that. And then June was a watermelon theme. I'm not very good at drawing, but when I do, and I think it turned out well, I do have a lot of fun with it. So I think this I might have taken from like Pinterest photos and stuff like that. Reverted back to this habit tracker. And then I wasn't really in school, or I was taking like my summer courses, but I didn't really need like the full type of spread anymore. And did some journaling about Gov Ball when my sister and I went. I like this too. But I don't like using them when I don't have like a theme where I can draw it out, because otherwise I feel like it's such a waste of space. July, this is from Jenny's Papercraft Co. from Jenny Journals, which I really love, so I used the sea theme. Tried out a linear calendar also, and I also participated in my first readathon, so this was for the reading rush, and that's why I have a lot of books written down there. I started a reading log because of the readathon, which I had a lot of fun doing, and I love my reading logs now. I also like the color scheme for this one a lot. I liked how these turned out. Worked on my lettering. It's better than when it was when it first started, but I feel like it's not that much of an improvement. I went and spent the week in Long Island with my boyfriend for a while because that's where he lives. We went to the beach, got scratched up by a cat, had a sushi night, which was really fun. I saw a bunch of people doing this for the reading rush. Like a lot of booktubers keep reading bullet journals. I don't, obviously, but I really liked how this turned out, and I'm really glad that I did this because my organizational soul loves this kind of shit. I really like this. I messed up, obviously, but I still like how this turned out, and I definitely would love to do spreads like these if I participate in the reading rush again, or even if I just participate in any other readathon. August theme was also, these are planning with K stickers inspired by her cat Luna, and my spirit animal is a black cat, so it seemed perfect since August is my birthday month. Didn't really fill out my expense trackers. I sort of weaned off of doing that. And then I no longer was in summer classes, and I had officially graduated, so I didn't quite have anything to like write out, so that's why I have my like daily spreads or my weekly spreads on one page all packed into one like that. Tried this like I did in May, which I really liked. How I spent my birthday, but mostly a monthly overview. For my birthday, my boyfriend and I went to go see the Jonas Brothers. I fucking love them. I'm a Kevin fan. Yeah, I know. So all you haters out there, shut the fuck up. I've been a Kevin fan from the beginning. And then it was September. No cover page or anything. Just started right into it. My birthday's at the end of August into September. And I know that September is mostly Virgo season, so I included Virgo season as September. We had our 4-year anniversary, so I journaled about that. I like the constellations. Those were fun, but I didn't want to repeat them, so that's why I kind of stopped doing them. This is also from Jenny Journals. I obviously am a big fan of their artwork. Sort of made it like a crystal ball witchy type thing. Tried the one-page calendar again. Figured out that I don't quite like having the tall boxes to write in. I read a lot in October, 14 books. You can tell I really liked this kind of spread when I had something to fill it out for. planning out for a video. Did some planning for my bullet journal for 2020. This was sort of a mid-October check-in since I had a lot of pages left in my bullet journals. My boyfriend and I went to see Joker, which I really liked. And we had a lot of bubble tea, apparently. We got boba guys for the first time, which I liked, but I said I've had better tapioca. And we tried the popcorn chicken for the first time at Vivi's, which was really, really, really good. The garlic one is the best one. My boyfriend had Vivi's for the first time. I had a pet-filled week because I was doing cat sitting, dog sitting. I went to my boyfriend's house, so I obviously saw his cat. I really like these pictures. Look at this sweet little sleepy boy. If you don't know from my reading vlogs, Nico was a dog that I dog sat for weekly for like 3 months. He's the sweetest. Some more journaling. Because I really just had so many pages left because I was doing a lot of the 1-page weekly spreads in like after school was over. So I wasn't using as many double-page spreads like this anymore. So I did a lot of journaling. I went on a lot of job interviews. I was job hunting, and so I was writing about being frustrated about that a lot too. Mom and I on Halloween went to Beacon, New York to go to the Dia Beacon Museum. It was a nice day trip. It was like really quite warm that day too. We did our first official Halloween because we had never dressed up before, and we went as, if you can tell, Matilda and Leon from Leon the Professional. He loves that movie. I had to get a wig for that because I cut my hair after. This is also from Jenny Journals. I really like this. I felt like it really went well with the fall theme. The sticker set from Planning with Kay. And I reverted back to the double page mostly because I needed to fill up the pages, but I also prefer to have all of this space. And I actually like how this lettering turned out. I had to refill this for some reason. I think I messed up all the pages because I read 15 books because I was reading some graphic novels. And I also did a video one for my Smash or Pass where I was reading more. Sometimes if I don't have like a full to-do list, I'll just journal about what I did that day. Just little 1 or 2 liners. This was also for a video that I did, reading every morning for a week. I don't know if I can do reading every night, reading by 10, because it's like way past 10 now. Included some fall photos. Was Riley Marie's favorite books for my Smash or Pass series. I made sure to include that instead of in my YouTube notebook for my notes because I needed to fill up pages. And then these were like ideas for other people that I wanted to do. I had a Thanksgiving spread. This is how I spent it. I felt like this was really fitting. Orange is not my favorite color. I definitely won't wear it, but if it's this kind of orange, I like it. And then it was December, and I used Planning with Kay sticker set again. This is, I think, her Polar Lights series, I think it's called. Yeah, I totally abandoned this. I'm trying to be better about it for this year, 2020, but I'm pretty late on filling it out. I was not always at home for these. So like my bullet journal wasn't getting filled out all that often. Oh yeah, I read a lot. Yeah, because I was like cat sitting for a lot of the time and stuff like that. So I wasn't, and dog sitting, so I wasn't really home. These were like notes on interviews that I had, reflections about them. December book haul. Yeah, I did all my YouTube notes in here instead. So these are the books that I hauled, and then my YouTube plans, which didn't quite go this way, but I liked having like a schedule outlined. This was the cat that I was cat sitting for. She was like 16. She was pretty old, and she sadly passed away a couple weeks ago. I hadn't seen her since I was in like 2nd grade, and the family friends were going for vacation for the end of the year. And so I was cat sitting for them, and I'm really glad that I got to see her again. She was a sweet old cat. Apparently she was like super shy, but she always came to sleep with us on the bed, which was like really nice and apparently out of the ordinary for her. So she must have been quite taken with my boyfriend and I. Yeah, packing list that no longer fit on the one that I had in the beginning. More sparse weekly spreads. It was Christmas. We didn't take a family photo. Oh my god, I never noticed. This literally just looks like bad acne, but it really is just a printer. It doesn't look like that. Didn't fill these out. And that's the end of this journal. It's not as chunky as my very first one, which I'll also link. It's my yellow one, but I'm still really happy with like the journaling that I did, and I'll show you. My current one is the Leuchtturm1917 as well, but instead of it being dotted, it's actually the square one. I wanted to try something new. I've heard different people like different things. I like it so far. The only thing is that the dots don't go up to the top of the page, but you can't like tell when it doesn't, because it's really subtle. With the lines you can tell, especially because it has like the date and stuff to fill out there. I won't do the whole flip through obviously, but I'll show you guys my setup for 2020. This reverted back to the table of contents I was used to. And this was Hello 2020, my futures, my week, month, yearly, year at a glance. Why am I forgetting all the names for these? I decided to include a cheat sheet like Amanda Rach Lee. It sometimes comes in handy. I've kind of memorized the half measurements. I do look at it sometimes. My resolutions that I've kind of been doing. The month at a glance, I shortened it because I don't look at it as often, didn't want to waste as many pages on it. So I split it up as I do my habit trackers, and I like it. I like this better. Same travel packing list. Haven't gone anywhere yet since it's only February. Video ideas, I have more videos, I just haven't filled them up as much. Same wish list and bucket list. This, I'm not sure was a good idea to use because I'm doing a no buy month or year as currently, and I'm trying, so I was gonna see how much money I was spending in each month, like having my monthly expense trackers within the month, but then seeing what I was spending money on the most, like the top 3 things that I was spending on the most for each month. But now that I buy like my monthly Metro card, which is always going to be $127 a month, it's not quite working out the way that I want to, so these 2 pages have kind of gone to waste. These are my books read in 2020, and I actually filled it out for my goal, so it actually goes up to here because my goal is 150 books, and then I still have space to fill out if I read more books. So I've given myself all of the space, actually counted, and I have like a set goal, which I like better. 2020 releases, which I thought was cool. I'm doing a no buy month, but I still wanted to be able to keep up with all the books that were coming out so that I could get them at the library right away if I wanted to. I saw someone do on Twitter, which was really cute, of my favorite books of the month, so I could see it all in one place. Obviously, my yearly at a glance, my year in photos is doing well because they're all Polaroids so far. And then this is my terrible January cover page.